My Roommate is a Vampire by Dennis the Menace. Chapter 14. The club can't even handle me right now. I didn't sleep. I didn't need to. Was too afraid to close my eyes. The monster inside me would awake. When I got up, the balcony window had been fixed. All the glass had been swept up. There wasn't a trace of any of my nocturnal activities. Did you find it? I ventured. Vanna nodded, peeking out of the corner of her eye as she doused some coffee. You want the details? Not in particular, no. Good, then I won't tell you. But I'll say that it was very, very messy. Vinyl? I mean, seriously, what the heck did you do to that poor bunny? I won't go into specifics, but there was a lot of blood. It was like everywhere. I ran to the bathroom, barfing. Octi, I think you need to take a day off. Vinyl, I have been taking days off. I've been using up nearly half of my sick days. No, I mean having fun. I glared at her. Fun? Right then and there, I should have stopped her. She sucked in and began to sing. F is for friends that do stuff together. Please don't sing, I groaned. U is for you and me. I swear to Celestia Vinyl, not the singing. It's too early. N is for anywhere, anytime, oh! I shoved a hoof in her mouth, silencing her. I will rip your throat out. Is this pony all grumpy wumpy because they didn't get their morning coffee? Vinyl cooed. What do you do for fun anyways? I play my cello. Octi, that's your job, not fun. You said my job wasn't fun. She cut me off with a hoof. Moving on. Well, sometimes listen to music. You can't do that anytime. She rolled her eyes. Read a book? Vinyl's head slumped into the table. Oh, you're such a Twilight Sparkle. I need to take you out. Where would you like to go? I thought we were taking a break. Vinyl said. I didn't mean we do things together. Just what did you have in mind? I asked, arching my eyebrows suggestively. She leaned in whispering. I flushed. Oh no! What? You never? She gasped, her eyes widening. You mean you never? Never! I gasped, scandalized. My parents will never let me do that! She put her hoof down determined, clipping on her shades. It's time to pop your cherry, Octi. Did you see how big it was? Vinyl gushed. It was huge! I giggled. So long and thick? And creamy. I shuddered. It got all over my face. Oh, I know, I had to lick it off you. It was so sticky. I can't believe you swallowed that whole entire thing down your throat. I didn't think I could take it all in. Passing ponies walked on the other side of the street, stared at us. Their minds working on putting two and two together. Mothers covered their foals' virgin ears. Vinyl cheered. That had to be the best banana split I ever had. Where do they even find bananas that huge anyways? Oh, Celestia, with all that chocolate syrup and whipped cream? I'm gonna need to work my flank off. I kept trotting down the street adamantly, until I realized Vinyl was no longer next to me. Looking back, I could see she was staring at a particular restaurant we had visited, had been banned from in the past. An all-you-can-eat buffet with salads and soups and pastas, hardly considered high class. We'd come there for a meal. Do you know what I don't get? The drinks. Not this again, I moaned. They gave us a glass of water with a lemon in it. It was deceiving. Vinyl, there's nothing deceiving about a glass of water that we both ordered. You raise the glass and you smell the lemon. So you think, oh, this is gonna be really good lemonade. Only to be disappointed and crushed when you realize it's just a glass of water with a lemon in it. She ranted. For the love of Celestia, will you let that go? And how the heck did we even get banned from there? Besides, it said it was a buffet, all you can eat. You ate everything! So? We glared at each other, my lip twitched. She burst out in uproarious laughter, snickering and giggling. She wiped a tear away from her eye. Oh, Vinyl Scratch, fancy running into you. Oh hey, Mr. Rarity, what's up? My eyes narrowed at the carriage on Rarity's side. I wasn't even concerned with the fashionista, or their petty conversation. What I was more concerned with was that vile creature inside the carriage. I growled, baring my teeth at the fiend, lowering the front part of my body to hiss and spit at the vile creature. Opalescence hissed back, screeching and clawing at her kennel. Is your friend alright, Vinyl? Rarity asked nervously, inching away slowly. She's just trying to communicate with your cat, that's all. Inspiration for, next piece. Very well then. I shall be on my way. I'll let you know when I have another commission for you. Will do, thanks. Stupid cat. Octavia, get a grip. Vinyl hissed, still waving at Miss Rarity. My ears perked. What was I doing? Why am I like this? Cause you like doing it doggy style. Many ponies came as they were, fangs exposed and eyes crimson. There was even a fellow lichen or two crouched on the floor, their tails wagging. Among the crowd of ponies packed inside the donut shop, I saw Vinyl's parents, Princess Luna, Fleur-de-Lis, and Fancy Pants of all ponies. Many of them I didn't recognize. In fact, nearly every pony there, I had no clue to their name. Although I recall seeing one of them at the top hat the other day. Fancy Pants? Oh, hello Octavia. Fancy Pants said, adjusting his monocle. What brings you here? You're one of them, aren't you? I blanched, nodding. Did that vinyl scratch finally sink her teeth into you? Well, yes, but no, not really. Are you one as well? Heavens no. I make it a point to come with Fleur to understand her situation a little better. Although if I may say, I wouldn't mind if she examinated me, if you catch my drift. He winked. Your secret is safe with me. I didn't even want to know. Luna cleared her throat, standing behind the counter. Good evening, every pony. It is currently 7 o'clock. Every pony is here and accounted for. Let us begin. Pony Joe? Yes, Princess? She alleviated a pouch filled with plenty of bits. Go get yourself a salad or something. Lose the weight. He saluted. Will do. Now then, back to... Who's this? In the back of the shop, sitting on a stool, there was a certain wool-eyed Pegasus. Vinyl whispered. Psst, Derpy, what the hell are you doing here? I don't know. She chirped, sticking her tongue out. Scram, Derpy, Vinyl said. Okay. She crashed through the window. Luna face-hoofed. Octavia, if you will, Luna said. I paled. Oh, no, that's alright. I'm not good with public speaking. I was roughly bucked on stage, landing painfully on my stomach. I looked up, seeing Luna's kind face. I'd like you all to give our newest member to the inner circle a warm welcome. I gulped, taking the counter. Beads of sweat rolled down my face. Performing a piece using an instrument was much different than speaking. On stage, I let my cello do the talking, if you will. Hello, my name is Octavia. Hi, Octavia. A chorus of voices chimed. And I'm a lichen. Boos and cheers erupted from the donut shop. One side struck a pose, throwing their heads back and howling. Ow! Score 1 for Team Lichen! Ah, screw you guys, Team Vampire all the way! A solitary voice in the back of the shop cried, Woo! Team Fairy, yeah! Shut up! Nobody cares about fairies! Every pony on the vampire side shouted. A sniff. You guys suck! Oh wait, you guys actually do suck! Ha! Shut up! Get over yourselves! And so a food fight began, in which objects of various sizes, including donuts, stress balls, and war axes were hurled between both sides of the room. Be still! Luna bellowed, her eye twitching. After every pony settled down, she continued. Now I'd like you all to give Octavia your undivided attention. I'm sure many lichens are aware of the disturbance last night. What were you doing? Doing some hunting? A pony snickered. I cast my eyes down. I turned only a few days ago, on Nightmare Night. They remained silent out of respect. I thought I could handle it. I thought I had everything under control. I swallowed. But there's this voice in my head, saying all sorts of things, trying to make me doubt myself. I could see some lichens were nodding their heads, empathizing with me. I started getting more aggressive. I was grouchy, short-tempered, unpleasant, clumsy even. I kept bumping into ponies and breaking things. I couldn't take it, so I drank. What were you drinking? One called. Applejack Daniels? There was a collective cringe in the shop. Ooh. The entire bottle? I nodded ashamed. I woke up, didn't even know, 2 hours later coated in blood. Gasps. They weren't ridiculing me. Their gasps were a guarantee. I found out later it was rabbit's blood. And how did that make you feel? Luna asked. I struggled for words. Just awful. I felt traumatized, horrified, sick to my stomach. Oh, I was thinking more along the lines of digestion. Bloating, but that works too. Once again, the room erupted into chatter. Yeah, rabbits don't go down very well. Psst, did it taste good? I blinked. I'm not sure. The princess of the night raised her hoof, silencing the ponies. Thank you, I said simply, dashing off the counter. This is a reminder to all of you to be a vegan, Lena warned. We all have our demons. Octavia here was very lucky that her situation wasn't worse, and I will also recommend that you will not drink at all. That impairs judgment and clouds the mind. This received groans. I sank down into my seat. Good job, Octavia. Congratulations. You're an alcoholic. And let me make this clear. If you are discovered, we will not be able to help you. She paused, letting the words sink in. You can release names, but we will deny your existence in this group. The best we can do is provide you a new identity. From the moment you are discovered, you are on your own. I guess it wouldn't be much of a secret organization without secrecy. Moving on, Luna cleared her throat. As per request, we got more family-friendly packing for the blood pack that's in the form of, she frowned, juice boxes. The vampires cheered, giving each other hoof bumps, and they even come with holes for you to sink your teeth into. How cute. So, what'd you think? It was like a dysfunctional family, with the tyrant of the regions running the show. I answered without a beat. So is that it? Huh? That about sums it up, yeah. You meet once a week to talk about your feelings? She chuckled. That's very funny, Octi. You know you got a great sense of humor. I took the compliment. Well, I suppose it's time we head home. Are you freaking kidding me? She tilted her shades down, giving me an "are you freaking kidding me" look. This is the best time of the day, come on! And I had no choice but to follow her. Into the jungle we went. The entrance was extravagant and flashy, with a candlelight flare thrown in, with ivory walls and gold trims strewn all over the place to hide the rot underneath. Lines of ponies wandered around the sidewalks and buildings, waiting to get past the bouncer. Vinyl walked straight up to him. You know my name, she grinned. As I made my way to follow her, I was stopped by the unfurling wing. She's a friend, Vinyl said. Using her magic, she shoved open the double doors with a bang and a flourish, revealing two paths that snaked down into the mosh pit. The electric music was deafening. The checkerboard floor was illuminated, flashing neon lights in sync with the music playing over the sound system. I had flattened my ears just to be able to think straight. The bass was a constant pounding ache in the back of my head, shaking the floor, shaking the room, flashing lights and laser shows. The place reeked of cigarette smoke, stale booze, greed, and other things I'd rather not mention, and filled to the brim with a cult with too much money and free time to spend on fillies. Who has that too much money and free time? I followed Vinyl through the sea of glow sticks and writhing bodies. This was the nightlife that tourists paid to experience. Even in the pristine capital city, money could go a long way to having guards turn the other way, when patrons of Club Candlelight indulged in their vices. Here they had all kinds of party favors imported straight from the Zebra Badlands. Pick your poison. I knew she knew better than that, but I wouldn't put it past Vinyl to indulge in these sort of things, at least once in her life. I needed a drink already, but I needed to lay off the sauce. I needed to make sure I didn't lose control.
Can't lose something you never had.
It was that niggling voice in the back of my head again, there to whisper my doubts. I'm sure many of you would expect I would be able to differentiate between my thoughts and the wolf inside my soul, but that was the most disturbing part about it all. These thoughts were not separated by some raspy growl that hissed inside my ear. I heard these thoughts in my own voice, and yet they weren't my own. Vinyl! I shrieked. You just can't jump on stage? And why not? Vinyl struggled with the DJ currently at the stand, snatching the microphone away from them with her magic. Feedback. Every pony yelled, flattening their ears.
Hey oh, DJ Pondri in the house!
Cheers stomping, elation that the temptress of the record had come. DJ Pondri was not just a stage name, he was a personality, larger than life and the life of the party. And this, all of this with its flaws, was her domain. You don't even have your set. I don't need it. She scoffed, flipping through the record library on stage. What tunes you got? Sapphire Shores? Really? The DJ stuck his hoof out in a gesture. It wasn't a nice one. Heck! Mona levitated me into the DJ stand, where I stood alongside her.
For the very special company in the room, you know who you are. This little remix is for you, baby.
I gasped, hearing a familiar classical tune. I blushed, unable to keep my grin off my face, as ponies lavished me with cheers. Her horn fizzled and sparked the strain, as I saw manipulate knobs, switches, and dials that made my head spin. She was beautiful! For a while, I was able to live and forget. You know, I realized sometimes, something good comes out of it all. Something you know you wouldn't deserve in a million years. Something that gives you a reason to go on. Hello everybody, I was able to make it to Friday and not die from finals. And I was able to also post it on Friday. It's a win-win for everybody around. Oh, holy crap though. Finals, not fun at all. Not as bad as it was last year though, but it's still pretty damn bad. Anyways, I was able to add more stuff on to the fic more than normal, I think, because, well, I think I'm getting better, but I don't want to sound egotistical or anything. But, so, I think this one more week, and then I start into the one more week. You'll get one more week of My Roommate's a Vampire and Life or Death, and then you'll see all my, things I got planned for February. So I got 9 fics I'm gonna be starting for February for romance and whatnot, you know. But you'll see when it comes up to it, and I'll see you next time.